Hello and welcome back to Modalities Movement Therapy. Today we are looking at the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is the body's main rest and digest pathway. It helps regulate stress, digestion, heart rate, and overall balance. As the longest nerve in the body, it runs from the brain down through the neck into the chest and abdomen, connecting to many vital organs. Two effective ways to stimulate the vagus nerve are through diaphragmatic breathing and gentle carotid massage in the neck area. Together, these practices help signal safety to the nervous system, calm anxiety, release tension, and restore balance. So today, using a soft or a hard reflex ball and an OVERBALL, we are going to stimulate the vagus nerve, work along the deep core line of which the diaphragm is a part of. This is going to help us improve strength, core strength, range of movement, and overall mobility. So let's get started with that hard reflex ball. If you don't have a hard reflex ball, a soft reflex ball will do. A tennis ball will also work, but the nice thing about using a ball with these little nodules is they will stimulate the receptors in the feet and also stimulate that proprioceptive response, your awareness of your body in space. So we're going to slowly work from the big toe to the heel and move the ball across. Try and work nice and slowly into the release. Rather working slowly than too quickly, then you're not going to have much of an effect on that fascial tissue. Take the ball onto the other foot, and again a nice slow, deep release. If there is a lot of tension, you focus on that area. If you need to lighten the pressure because there is a lot of tension, then work progressively into getting the movement a little bit deeper so you're getting more effective release. Do another 2 and finish off with 1 more. You can put that reflex ball to the side and breathe in. So focus on breathing through the nose. As you exhale, you're also breathing through the nose. Now think of each of the vertebrae. You're opening up as you round the spine and roll down. Opening up, creating space between the vertebrae. Hang out there and just bounce. Breathing in and exhale. You can stop that bounce and just focus on breathing. In for 4 counts and exhale for 4 counts through the nose. Try and keep the knees as straight as you can so you're getting deeper into that lengthened position in the back. If the knees are bent, you're not going to get as much of an extension on the back line of the body. While you're down there, take hold of your OVERBALL, breathe in and uncurl. If you don't have an OVERBALL, you can use a soccer ball. We're going to take this OVERBALL and we're going to work around the neck, massaging that vagus nerve that runs down the lateral side of both sides of the neck. So take the ball and you're going to apply as much pressure as you can. As you do that, you're pushing down and twisting the ball, moving it across the neck over to the other side. So twist it as you rotate the head. You can breathe in here. As you exhale, move the ball across and rotate the head. Keep going and apply a nice deep pressure. Roll it, roll it, roll it, and move it to the other side. I want you to do another 4. Breathing in and out as you move. And finish off. Now open up the arms, take the ball in one hand, squeeze the shoulder blades together at the back. You can take the feet slightly wider than hip distance apart, and you're going to circle the ball around. Bring it into the other hand. Breathe in as you open up, and exhale as you bring the ball in front. You can speed that movement up a little bit, and another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring the ball in the other direction. Getting as much movement into the arms as you can. 3, 2, and 1. From there, let's step the right foot back and take the ball in the right hand. So I'll mirror you. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, opening up. Breathe into this movement. As you exhale, reach and circle the ball. For 3. When we breathe in and out through the nose, we get a much deeper diaphragmatic breath. So when we get onto the mat, we're going to use that soft reflex ball to release the diaphragm and make that breathing even more effective in stimulating the vagus nerve. Finish off with one more and step the feet side by side. Take the other foot back and we're going to circle the ball the other way. Keep breathing. 4 more. And 3, 2, and 1. Good. From here, you can step the feet back side by side. Take the ball onto the right side. So bring your hand onto the ball, the heel of your hand. Reach the arm up next to the ear, and we're going to breathe in. So think about breathing into your lateral side. Breathe in and exhale. Breathe in. So you're creating space along that lateral side of the body. If you want to bring the feet together, you'll get more of a lateral stretch and it'll be a bit more challenging on the balance. 4 more. And 3. 2 more. Your last one, you're going to hold it in this position and reach the ball or roll the ball further down and just bounce into that lateral stretch. 4, 3, 2, and 1. If your feet are together, take them slightly apart. Roll down into more of a lateral stretch. Bring the ball into the hands and rotate to the other side. And coming up, breathe in here. Bring the heel of the hand onto the ball. Exhale. And circle the arm. Breathe in and exhale. Keep going. Bring the feet together again. Another 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1, and bounce for 8, 7, 6, 5. Each time you reach, take it a little bit further. 3, 2, and 1. You're going to breathe in and keep rolling down. You can start your exhalation and coming up into the center. Bring the ball between your knees. Squeeze the ball, release your hands. Breathe in and uncurl the rest of the way. Let's balance on that right foot. And now we're going to move into the hips, just releasing the hips a little bit. Lift and lower that right hip. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So that movement's in the hip. square the hips off, so bring them back to the center. Now relax there, squeeze the ball and nod the head. So just challenge your balance a little bit. Use the arms if you need to. Use a wall or a chair and challenge that balance. Nodding the head from side to side. Be aware of what's happening in the foot. Spread the toes out as much as you can. Balance on the big toe on that lifted leg if you need to. 3, 2, keep nodding the head, and 1. Okay, hold it here. Now you're going to go into an external hip rotation. So I'm taking my foot across the other leg and then I'm going to rotate it out. Internal hip rotation, the foot goes out. Keep moving in and out. Let me just come forward, in and out. So this is a nice movement to activate the glutes, loosen up in the hips. Let's do another 3 and 2. Really squeeze the ball between the knees and finish off with 1 more. Good, let's go over to the other side. So starting with that lift and lower of the hip, lift and lower for 3 and 4. 4 more. 3, make sure you're squeezing that ball between the knees. 2 more and 1. Now is the real challenge. Spread the toes out as much as you can and now squeezing the ball. You'll find one side much easier than the other side, or not. 4, 3, use your big toe if you need to. 2 and 1. Come back to the center. External hip rotation, internal hip rotation, external, internal. Move, you can speed the movement up a little bit. If you're squeezing the ball enough, you'll really feel those glutes activating. Keep going. And 3, 2 more, and 1 more. Good. From there, I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see what I'm going to do next. Breathe, circle the arms up. Exhale. Open up the vertebra again as you roll down. And just taking the ball, we're going to bring it into the belly button. You're going to squat down and squeeze that ball between the belly button and the thighs. Okay, so we're going to focus on getting some movement into the spine. Bring your hands behind your head if you can, otherwise onto your shoulders if you need to. Breathe in, look as high as you can. Exhale and tuck. Breathe in. So each movement initiating from the tailbone. Exhale, tuck. Keep going. 3. Exhale. Breathe in. Do another 4. And 3. Last 2. And 1. Hold it here. Let's look up. Reach the arm up. Come back to center. So we're tucking in the center. Breathe in and rotate. Look up. Reach the arm up. Exhale. Breathing in and exhale. Open up and exhale. Not a big movement in the spine, but you really want to feel opening up around that lower back and tucking. Finish off with 2 more. Lengthen the legs, release the ball, and come down onto your hands and knees. We're now going to take that soft reflex ball, preferably using the softer one. If you don't have a soft one, a tennis ball will do. that hard reflex ball is going to be a little bit too hard. We're going to work around the diaphragm. So we're going to start inside the right hip bone, move up to the inside of the right rib cage, not on the ribs, but tuck the ball in where the diaphragm sits. Over to the left side and down to the left hip. So working around the diaphragm, working along that colon. So this is our digestion, our digestive system, that ascending colon, transverse colon, and descending colon. So this is all going to help stimulate the diaphragm and also that rest and digest pattern. So let's lie forward on the mat. You're going to use the hand, bring it underneath the ball if you can. If you find you're getting too deep, then you can release the hand and just keep the ball, but it must be inside your right hip bone, inside onto the diaphragm. This we call the iliac dungeon, so it's right inside part of that hip bone. Keep the ball on the hand, rest your forehead on the mat, and you're breathing into the ball. Nice, slow, steady breath in for 4 counts, and exhaling. If you want to get a little bit deeper, you can breathe in, lifting the leg, and exhaling. Try relax your upper body as much as you can. I'm keeping mine lifted because I've got the microphone on my chest. So you relax your chest as much as possible on the mat. Breathe in and exhale. Let's do another 4. Breathing in and exhale. 3 to go. Last 2. And 1 more. We're now going to bring the ball onto the inside of the right rib cage. Both hands under the forehead, resting your chest down on the mat if you can. Yeah, coming up onto the elbows. You won't get as deep as you really want to. So try and drop down onto the chest, breathing in and exhale. Try and melt into the ball as you exhale. Breathing in and exhale. Keep going. Breathing in and exhale. Another 4. Breathing in and exhale. 3 to go. And exhale. Last 2. And 1 more. Breathing in and exhale. Coming up again, we're now going to move the ball onto the inside of that left rib cage. Relax yourself onto the mat again, and like the balance in the feet, you'll find tension. Not necessarily everyone will have tension in the same place. You'll find tension in various areas, and when we focus on the breathing, so a slow steady breath in for 4, keep going, and exhaling for 4, you might find you've got tension around the back. This will help ease that tension and release it. Think of all the connections between the fascia, around all the muscles, between the ribs, into the lower back, into the upper back, into the chest. Keep breathing into this release. Finish off with 2 more. And the last one. Now you're moving over to the inside of that left hip, and use your hand if you want to. If you find you're getting deep enough, work without the hand under the ball and rest your forehead on the other hand. I'm making a fist with my hand, and I'm going to lift my leg to help get a little bit deeper into that release. Exhale. And breathing in. And exhale. Keep going, breathing in. 4 more. And 3. The last 2. And 1 more. Just putting that ball to the side because we're going to use it just now. Take your OVERBALL or your soccer ball. I'm going to bring mine under my left hip and bringing my right knee up in a gecko position. I'm curling my left foot, the toes under, and I'm going to massage the ball, not just up and down, but from side to side. Pushing into the ball of the foot will just help you roll that ball up and down. Maneuver yourself forward and back. Now we're going to rotate onto the left side, or whichever side you are on, and you're going to position the ball slightly higher up, so the hip bone is here, rib cage, because it's a soft ball, you can wrap the rib cage over the ball and lie on your side. Support your head in your hand and bring your top hand onto your rib cage. So in this position, this movement, we're going to breathe in and arch the back. So you're really opening up. Imagine someone's pulling your belly button forward with a piece of string. As you exhale, you're pushing into the rib cage and you're squeezing the breath out of the lungs, exhaling as you go. Rounding the spine. So you're feeling the rib cage coming together, and then you're going to breathe in. Open yourself up and exhale. So really use your breath as you tuck. Take that reflex ball and you can bring it between the knees. So that'll add a little bit more of a challenge there. So as you open up, you're breathing in. As you exhale, squeeze the reflex ball, tuck from the tailbone. Someone's punching you in the belly. You're really contracting and getting rid of the breath in the lungs. So you're rounding the spine. Here we go for 4. Breathing in. And squeeze the ball. Exhale. 4 more. Breathing in. And exhale. And 3 to go. And exhale. Last 2. And exhale. Breathe in. And exhale. Okay. Let's go over to the other side. So I'm on my right hip bone. You're going to bring the left knee up into a gecko position. If you're following me, on the elbow, push into the ball of that right foot and maneuver yourself forward and back and rock from side to side. You can move in circular motions, just giving that area a little bit of attention. Just move from side to side. 4 and 3, 2 and 1. You're now going to rock onto your right side or whichever side you're on. Ball inside the right waist. Rest your head on your arm. top hand onto the rib cage, reflex ball between the knees. So I've kind of got my legs pretty much to the diagonal. Open up and breathe in. On your exhalation, round the spine and exhale. Breathing in and exhale. Find a comfortable position to keep that arm. Make sure the hips are stacked so you're not in this position, and you'll notice the knees. So if your hips are not square, then your knees won't stack. Breathe in and exhale. Keep going, breathing in and exhale. Another 4. And exhale. 4 to go. Or is it 3? And exhale. Squeeze that reflex ball between the knees. Last 2. And exhale. And 1 more. And exhale. Good. Coming up, we're going to put that OVERBALL to the side, rotate onto your back and lower down. We're now going to work around the lower back area in line with the hip bone. So we're releasing what's called the sacroiliac spine, and that's in line with the hip bone. Often we carry a lot of tension around this area. So support your head in your hand, lift your lower back off the mat, and position the ball in line with the hip bone. So I'm on my right side of my spine. If you've got very tight hips, keep the feet on the mat. Otherwise, you can cross the ankle over the knee, the left knee, and just roll that ball from side to center. Move the ball across the body. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Release the foot next to the other foot, and you're going to position the ball onto the glutes, onto the buttock, and you're going to roll the ball around. So this time I've got my foot next to my other foot, and I'm just massaging the ball. So I've dropped my knee, so I'm opening up into the hip area and getting right around to the lateral side of the glutes or the buttock. Move the ball around. 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Good. Foot flat onto the mat again. We're going to bring the ball onto the other side in line with the hip bone to start, so you can cross the ankle over the knee if your hips are not too tight, and you're moving that ball from I'm on the left side, so it's the left side of the spine to the left hip. Continue moving. I'm going to rotate around. And you can release the foot, position the ball onto the glutes, and again you're going to massage the ball around. The glutes are not part of our deep core line or deep front line, but they are part of our core. And the stronger the glutes are, the better stability we're going to have around the hip area. The glutes are your hip stabilizers. Move the ball around and get right. This is around the glutes, biggest muscle group in the body. So keep moving the ball around so you're getting as much release as possible. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Foot flat. You can release that ball Now we're going to take the OVERBALL and we're going to bring it into the lower back. So breathe in, come into your arch position as we did on lying on our side. Exhale, push the lower back down into the mat, tilt the pelvis. As you breathe in, thrust the pelvis up to the ceiling and position that OVERBALL or soccer ball into the lower back, not on the glutes, right into the lower back. So we want to give that lower back some nice support. You can bring your head into your hands if you want to. And here we're going to breathe in, open up over the ball. As you exhale, push into the ball and tuck and tilt. Keep going, breathing in and exhale. Now, if you are taking strain in the lower back, you continue with this movement. I'm going to give you 2 more options. On your exhalation, you're pushing the lower back down into the ball. You can lift your right foot, release your right foot. So this is all on the exhalation. Now, as you breathe in, you're coming into your arch position. As you exhale, come into your tuck. You're going to lift the other foot just a few centimeters off the mat. It doesn't need to be a big movement. Release it. So you're just challenging your balance a little bit more on the ball. Breathe in. Exhale. Continue alternating feet. If you can, you bring both knees over the hips and you're breathing in and you exhaling. As you exhale, try not to use momentum coming in. You want to breathe in. Use your arms to help stabilize you. As you exhale, you're tucking. So you're squeezing the glutes. You're pushing the knees up towards the ceiling. And then you're going to open up and breathe in. And exhale. Keep going, breathing in. And exhaling. So we'll continue for another 8. And exhale. If you want to bring that reflex ball between the knees, if you're in this lifted position, squeeze the ball as you tuck and push the knees to the ceiling. Breathe in and exhale. Use the back arm line up with the little fingers and push into the back arm line to help you get a little bit more of a tuck and push up to the ceiling. Let's do another 4 and exhale. You'll notice my feet are as close to my tailbone as I can get them. Breathe in and exhale. Last 2 and exhale. And 1 more and exhale. Bring the feet up so the calves are parallel to the floor. And now you're just going to twist the feet and the knees. So we're crunching in the waist and crunching in the waist. So move from side to side. So think of all the connections. The vagus nerve is not just in the neck, but it moves right down into that diaphragm, around that diaphragm, moving all the way down the body. 4 more. And 3. Squeeze that reflex ball between the knees. 2 and 1. Good. Back to the center. Release the ball. Release one foot. Release the other foot. Lengthen your legs. Stretch your arms next to your ears and have a nice big yawn. And stretch. Arms back next to the body. Bend the knees. Bring the feet flat. Let's breathe in. As you exhale, push the lower back into the ball. Tuck and tilt your pelvis. Engage your glutes. Now breathe in. Thrust the pelvis to the ceiling. Release the OVERBALL or the soccer ball and roll down through the spine. Lengthen your legs out and just put the OVERBALL to the side. We're going to take that that orange reflex ball, or you might have a yellow one. Bring it underneath the left. I'm on the left side, whichever side you're on. You're going to bring it underneath the shoulder blade, actually between the shoulder blade and the spine. So tuck the ball right underneath there. Then you bring your head into your hand, your other hand, bend your knees again, and in this position the elbow is bent. We're going to circle the elbow up to the diagonal. And then as you see my movement in my lower back, I'm arching into this position, lengthening as much as possible. Now exhaling and circle the elbow. Breathing in and exhaling. Keep going, breathing in and exhaling. Four more. And 3. Last 2. And 1 more. I'm actually going to hold it up to the diagonal now, and I'm going to wiggle the ball from side to side. So you'll see my tailbone's on the mat, lower back is lifted, and I'm just wiggling side to side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's move that ball over to the other side. I'm just going to rock around, hug the knees to the chest if you want to, and rock over to the other side. Take the ball, position it on the other side of the spine, between the shoulder blade and the spine, supporting the head in the hand. Elbow is bent, and you're breathing in to arch and exhaling to tuck. Breathing in and exhaling. Here you go for 3 and exhaling. Breathe in for 4. 4 more. And 3. 2 to go. And the last one. Bring the elbow up to the diagonal, and let's wiggle that ball from side to side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can position the ball next to you on the mat, hug your knees to your chest, rock up to a seated position. Your overball or your soccer ball is now going to come between the shoulder blades up the spine. Support and make sure your head is nice and rested in the hands, so supporting your head and your neck. We're breathing in. We're opening up over the ball, so take it as far as you can, getting as much movement into the spine. As you exhale, tuck from the lower back, so you're tilting and pushing the lower back down as much as possible, and then the head will follow. Keep a space between the chin and the chest so you're not putting any strain in the neck. Let's arch the back and breathe in. As you exhale, push down. Keep going for 4 or 3 and exhale. Opening up, let's do another 4. If you are taking strain in the lower back, just make the movement smaller. You can always progress to making that movement bigger, but use your breathing. Two more. And the last one. Now take your hand, one hand, and you're going to reach it to the opposite knee. As you do that, we're coming into a rotation, so you're breathing in, or let's actually exhale in this rotation. As you open up, you're going to circle the arm. You're going to reach there. Now we're opening up, so you're breathing into the space. So the ball is rolling to this arm, to the shoulder blade on this side. As I exhale, I'm rolling the ball over to the other side. So the ball does have a tendency to move around. Just keep shifting yourself back, keeping yourself on the ball with enough support. Breathe in and exhale. Keep going, breathing in and exhale. Here we go for 4 and exhale. 4 more and exhale. And 3 and exhale. 2 more. For the last one and exhale. Hold it here. That supporting arm. Open up the elbow and come across into that diagonal. So reach for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Over to the other side. So change hands and reach the opposite hand across to the other side of the knee. Breathe in as you open up. We're actually going to exhale into this position. As you breathe in, reach and circle that arm. Exhale. Breathe in and exhale. So roll the ball from side to side. Keep going. This is 3. And exhale. Breathe in for 4. And exhale. 4 to go. And exhale. Adjust the ball if you need to. 2 more. And the last one. And exhale. Open up the elbow. Reach for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Open yourself up. Exhale. Whew, you should feel those abs really engaging. Rock up to a seated position. Take that orange or yellow reflex ball and we're going to bring it underneath the occiput ridge, right at the base of the skull. So in line with your ears, or ear lobes, should I say, at the base of the skull. So a bony process. You need to link your fingers and bring the ball into your hands. And now you're going to position the spine on the ball, right at the top of the spine, where it meets the occiput ridge, that bony process that I was talking about. Now you're going to look over your right shoulder. As you do that, the ball should be rolling towards your right ear. Roll that ball. 4 and 3, 2, and 1. Your head does have a tendency to get in the way. If you need to hold it out the way, reposition your other hand, but keep supporting the ball in the hand so it doesn't roll all over the mat. Now you've got the ball on the other side of the spine and you're releasing that side of the occiput ridge. Keep going. 4 and 3, 2 more, and finish off. Release the reflex ball and you're going to bring the OVERBALL right underneath the head. So not much on the neck, more underneath the head. You may need to hold it in place with the hands. Otherwise, bring the arms next to the body and nod your head. So you're taking one ear into the ball at a time, nodding the head as much as you can, getting as much movement into the neck as you can. Keep going. Do another 4 and 3, 2, and 1. Position the ball again if you need to. Now we're going to draw a circle with the nose around the ball. So you lift that chin up, drop the chin down, Breathing in as the chin lifts, exhaling as you drop. Finish off. And now you're going to change directions. Nice big circle and drop. Reposition the ball if you need to. Just finish off with 2 more. And back to the center. Release the ball. Have a nice big yawn. And stretch again. Take the ball and bring it onto one side. The opposite knee is going to come onto the ball. I've got the ball on my right side. My left knee is coming over. I'm going to bring my hand onto my left knee, and I'm going to take my left arm, open it up in line with the shoulder. I'm going to look over my left shoulder as I bounce my left knee into the ball, which is on the right side. So pulse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold it in this position. Bend and extend that knee. So I'm lying in that rotation. 4 more. And 3. Hold onto the knee. 2. Hold it in that extended position. And let's just lengthen out a little bit more. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Come back to center. Breathe and stretch and yawn. And let's do the same thing to the other side. I'm just going to rock around. Lying. Now I'm got the ball on my left side. My right knee is coming up and over. I'm lengthening my right arm in line with my shoulder, holding onto my right knee with my left hand, and I'm looking over my right shoulder as I relax the foot on the floor and bounce that knee into the ball. Keep going. Another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now extending and bending. The foot can stay on the floor or lift it up. Keep looking over the opposite shoulder. 4, 3, 2, and you're going to hold it in that extended position and just take it that little bit further. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can bend the knee, release, and rock around onto your front. Take your OVERBALL or your soccer ball ahead of you, one hand on top of the other. Most important thing is to squeeze the glutes, support the lower back. So here we're going to breathe in, nod the head from side to side, exhale, lower down. If you're not taking any strain in the lower back, you can lift the legs up. Otherwise, you're just breathing in, nodding the head, pushing into the ball, lifting your upper body up as much as possible, and exhaling, lower down. Breathe in, nod the head, and lift the legs if you can. So a little bit of a seesaw motion. Legs are up as the upper body goes down. Let's do another 4. Breathing in and exhale. And 3. And the last one. And exhale. Good. Hands under the shoulders. Push up onto the hands and knees. Sit back into child's pose. So my knees are open, my feet are together. I'm lengthening my arms out. If you need to, bring your hands under your forehead and breathe into your rib cage, into your diaphragm. A nice, slow, steady diaphragmatic breath. As you do this, feel the rib cage expanding into the thighs. Exhale and release. Breathing in and exhale and release. On your next inhalation, uncurl through the spine and circle your shoulders up and back. And well done. Thank you for joining me. Remember, movement is key, and if you don't use it, well, you lose it.